All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Recha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And as you can see in the title, not every Israelite is made the same. And this is a title that came to me a couple of days ago, and I was meditating upon it, and the Spirit finally, allowed me to do a lesson on it. But basically, not every Israelite is made the same, which is why there are different classifications even amongst Israel. Although the nation of Israel is the elect nation, right, the chosen nation, you still have the Israel of God, right, which are the chosen among the chosen. And in fact, that is not just in name, but the Lord created the spirits within them differently, all right, in the sense that the elect are drawn to righteousness, right? And even amongst them, you have the prophets, all right, which have a specific role to play, and that's actually within them. It's a part of their DNA, all right? It's a part of the blueprint. So a prophet, a true man of the Lord, can't help but prophesy. Now, I was thinking about this yesterday as to how, like, the most exciting thing for a prophet is prophecy, okay, hands down. The most exciting thing for a prophet, a true prophet of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, is prophecy. Okay, so you may have, look, I don't care what it is you're doing. You may have just bagged the baddest chick that you've been wanting for 10 years, and she finally says come over. You on your way there, you see some news drop, okay, about some major prophecy, just like something big just happened. That she's gonna go to the back seat somewhere, okay, and instinctively you're gonna get that burning desire to it's almost like having an urge to shout it, like having an urge to bring it out. Either you send it to the chat, or you do a lesson on it. There's gonna be your mind is gonna be all about that. And even if you are there with her, your mind is gonna be all about, damn, what just went, oh, yo, shit, it's really going down. Oh, that excitement is what's gonna take over. Because at the end of the day, the most exciting thing for a prophet is prophecy. Okay? And that's why I was thinking about this, how you may have a lesson planned, you may be planning to do a lesson on some particular topic, and then you hear some breaking news. It's like immediately that breaking news becomes priority. Now you got to do a lesson on that because it's pertaining to prophecy. Okay, and that's actually something that the Lord put within the prophets. All right, but now with when you open it up to a broader scale, right, it's similar for the believers as well. Although they're not teachers, they're believers, so they share that same sentiment in the spirit. But then you have the separation, which you have from the believers, you have the non-believers, right? And even amongst them, okay, the Israelites that don't believe, and I'm not gonna call them the 2/3 because 2/3, as we've gone over, is specific to America. But you still have wicked Israelites or non-believing Israelites that are around the world, right? So 2/3 is not a blanket term that covers all of them, all right? But there are Israelites that don't believe that are all still around the world, okay? And they're made differently than the ones that do believe. They're made differently than the elect, okay? So I want to hit a couple of these precepts and then let's get into it. So this is Romans chapter 11, and also the Lord treats them differently. Okay, there's a misconception that people like to put up this front about favoritism, as though favoritism is a natural thing. You may try to suppress it, right? Your mom may tell you, "Oh, I love you all the same," and yada. It doesn't really work that way, okay? It doesn't really work that way. There's always going to be something that you like about somebody more. There's something that you connect with about one over the other more, okay? And it's a natural feeling. When you go to the supermarket, or sorry, when you go to a restaurant, right? And they got different items on the menu over there. Do you order everything over there because you want to be equal? You want to say, I don't have any favorites. No, there's always going to be that one or two go-tos that you always go to in everything you do. If it's a type of car, you don't like every car the same. There's certain particular cars that something about it just does it for you, right? Certain particular foods, there's something about it just does it for you. It's the same thing, even with people. There are certain people that you just like to be around, even if it's like podcasts you listen to or YouTube videos. Why don't you listen to everybody? No, there's a certain ones that you like to listen to. If it's a podcast, oh, this one is out, let me go hear that. And if there's like 3 of them at the same time, there's one that'll take priority over the rest because you like that one more. So that whole concept of, oh, that I don't do favorites, the Most High has favorites. And he's not shy to let you know that. Okay, the Most High has favorites. Yahweh Shai had his favorite. So, yes, you do get treated differently. So now in the book of Romans chapter 11, I'm going to just go to the point, Romans 11:7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. And that's the key part right there. Because not the whole nation didn't obtain it, all right, which is that ultimately that truth, that rest, you know, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in its fullness. But the election obtained it, and it says the rest were blinded. Well, who blinded them? The same one that opened up the eyes of the election or the elect to obtain it is the same one that blinded the rest from obtaining it. And isn't that discrimination, as they would like to say? That's not fair, right? As this society will lead you to believe. Okay, verse 8, according as it is written, God hath given them the spirit of slumber. The Most High gave them the spirit of slumber. We didn't do it. The Most High did it. So as a matter of fact, the reason that we are different from others is not because of us. It's not because we're going around saying we're holier than thou. The Most High has made a separation. He made a separation between the nation of Israel and the rest of these other nations, but he also made a separation between the elect from the rest of the Israelites, and even amongst them. Okay, in the parable Yahweh Shai gave, he talked about how different men were given different talents, right? Different portions. Why wasn't everybody given the same amount? Because we're not all made the same. So there's always a separation somewhere in there. Okay, there's a variety. There's that distinction between us all, right? Even in the way we go about doing things. Like, for example, you would say the way the Most High treated Daniel is different than the way he treated another Israelite, right? Another Israelite. You can see the way the Most High deals with certain individuals over certain other individuals. So continuing in Romans 11:8, according as it is written, God hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. The Most High did that. That's separate treatment, because he knows that these individuals here in my storyline, I made them to be like that. And that wasn't of us. That wasn't of any of us to decide that. That was already, when we were created into a particular role. Just like when somebody is writing a story, when they start forming those characters, the characters they form go into a particular role. Okay, the main character, his name is John Smith, and he is a swordsmith. He's the second he was created, he was assigned a role of what he's going to play. He's going to be the main character. He's going to be a swordsmith. His father is this. He comes from this kind of family, and then the writer goes on to, okay, what is his storyline actually going to be? Maybe he was born in a village somewhere. Maybe his parents died when he was young. He grew up to do this. See, he's already assigned a certain role at his creation. That's different from the antagonist, right? The villain, or maybe the side characters, or the extras, or the main character's parents. It's all different. They all have different roles. So guess what? When we were created, the Lord created us and assigned us roles. These are going to be the spirits of the prophets. These are going to be the spirits of the believers, the righteous men and women and children. These are going to be the spirits of the wicked, but the wicked, let's just say Edomites. But these are going to be the spirits of the wicked Israelites, the ones that are not going to take heed. And amongst them, these are going to be the chief ones. These are going to be the Sauls and the those wicked kings that you read about. These are going to be them. He already did that. So he didn't create us all the same. Now in the kingdom, where all Israel is going to be saved, but even still, there's going to be a difference in rank and order and all of that. So that's why we got to be very grateful that, Lord willing, you know, there's a good possibility that we were part of the ones that were created to be the good ones, to be the elect, to play that role and to be delivered. Now let's go to the book of Isaiah chapter 6 verse 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. So for those that can't receive this gospel, it's not, I mean, we literally openly tell you what the secret is, but the Lord, there's another force blocking your mind from being able to actually receive it and believe it. And that's not of us. That's the Most High who's doing that. So ask yourself, why is the Most High blocking some people from receiving it versus others? That's not equal treatment. It says here, make the heart of this people fat. And what are the consequences of that? Destruction. If you don't believe it, especially in this time, you're going to be destroyed. You're not going to make it. And make their ears heavy and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. Meaning that to block their spiritual understanding. So obviously they can see with their eyes, they can hear with their ears, but they can't perceive it. They can't receive it. They can't understand it. So to them, it sounds like make-believe, gibberish. You guys are just, you know, making things up. Nah, that don't make sense. Then they always want to come against you. And a lot of them don't even have valid points. And then eventually they realize that they're trying to use the same book to come against us. We're using the same book. So only one person is going to be right. Right? You can't say, the same book you've been using to teach your point, right? I'm going to use that same book to come and tell you that, nope, that's opposite. Guess what? The book is going to back up somebody's point. All the precepts in this book is going to support somebody's doctrine, somebody's point. And once we've identified that, there's nothing else you can do against that. Okay? Now this is the book of Matthew chapter 13 verse let's see. Verse 9. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. And this is what Yahushua said. Verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? And he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Once again, why is that? Why was it given to some to know the mysteries and how great these mysteries are, and to others it wasn't given? Because the Most High didn't create everybody the same. All Israelites are not made the same. And that's why some think the way they do, and some also think otherwise. Where we at? Verse 12, for whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath. Therefore I speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. See? And the Most High set it up that way because everybody has a role to play in this movie of his. Okay? And everybody's not playing the same role. You have some that are playing the role of the righteous. That means that they're going to have to be able to understand this word and receive it and partake of it and teach it. And you're going to have those that weren't created that way. And that's just up to the Most High. All right? That's up to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, who made it so. So if Lord willing, you know, we be a part of the elect, every single day is always important to you know, to be grateful to the Lord. That damn Lord, I mean, just like that, you could have just said, nope, you are going to be one of the most wicked Israelites, or maybe you might have been a Hamite or an Edomite, which would have been far worse. You know, so it's always important to you know, be grateful to the Lord, and in doing so, not just in word but in deed. Okay, you know, do the works that show the Lord that you're grateful, that Lord willing, you might be one of his elect. Really gonna like it. So with that, I'm gonna end it here. Whatever. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. I know your transitions. Actually, as a matter of fact, let me actually read this before I end it off. This is GMS Virgin Islands Straight Gate, Acts 13 and 22. And when he had removed him, he raised up unto them David to be their king, to whom he also gave testimony and said, I have found David the son of Jesse, a man after mine own heart, which shall fulfill my will. He didn't say that. Why not about Saul? Why wasn't Saul also a man after his own heart? It's not everybody that the Lord said this about. So it goes to show that the Most High himself, the Creator himself, has his favorites. Okay, and he didn't create everybody equally. He didn't create everybody the same. There's always going to be some difference. And guess what? In that will come some different treatment as well. So the best thing for you is for you to know your lot, your role, whatever the Lord put you in, and instead of envying another's, look at what your role is and play it to perfection. You know, and then that's that. Because somebody may have been given a higher role and they may not be living it to their full potential. And you may have been given a low role, but you're doing it so well that you making the Lord proud. Like, damn, maybe I should move this guy up. Because the Most High can do anything he wants. But anyway, with that, I'm going to end it here. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kudash. And until next time, Shalom.